that you will serve the state of Mississippi in a board capacity. It's getting difficult to find good people who will take time from their schedules to work for the people of Mississippi. And I thank you for that. It's an honor to get to know you all for many reasons, but that's one of them. The other thing I'd like to say up front is in your filling out of your biographical history, one of the things that's asked is your ethics report, financial report been put in. Some of you did not. This is not for one committee. Most of the committees that have nomination hearings have the same problem. It's difficult to remember and to get it in. But please understand, we do have to have that. And if you have not gotten it in yet, please get it in. We will not be able to bring your nomination to the chamber until we know that's it. So that's just a bit of the housekeeping we have to get out of the way, and we hope that you will be vigilant in that. With that, I'll turn to Senate nomination number 37, John Stanley Stan McKay, Sr. of Oxford, Mississippi, for appointment to the Home Inspector Regulatory Board. And we have many nominations for that board as it's a new entity and we're having to staff it from the beginning. So with that, I'll turn it over to Vice Chair Chad McMahon to handle the nomination. Senator McMahon.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. We asked Mr. McKay if he would come and take the podium if he's here.
I am on the Zoom.
Perfect, Mr. McKay. Thank you. Senators, what we have before us is we have a resident of Oxford, Mississippi, who's been put forward by the governor, Tate Reeves, for the Mississippi Home Inspector Regulation Board. He is in good standing with peer. He graduated from Oxford High School and the University of Mississippi as well. He is in this business and he is willing to serve and says he has the time to serve. And I yield for any questions for Mr. McKay. Senator Boyd, for what purpose do you seek recognition?
To speak on behalf of the nominee.
At the appropriate time, are there any questions? Mr. McKay, would you like to give an opening statement or share anything with this committee?
Well, like I told you over the phone when we talked earlier last week, if the vote came down to being close, I wanted everybody to know that I've got compromising photos of Senator Briggs Hobson from Ole Miss and from Senator Nicole Boyd from Mississippi State in their younger days.
Thank you for sharing those. Thank you for sharing those photos with me. I was quite surprised, but Senator Boyd, I believe, was a lot younger then. Maybe didn't have near the experience she has now, but
they're black and white pictures, but they're still clear.
Yes, sir. I want you to know I did enjoy our phone interview. Thank you. It was a delightful conversation, and I do appreciate your willingness to serve.
Yes, sir.
Senator Boyd, you're recognized.
I've known Stan, I don't know how many years now, and he is an excellent home inspector. He has worked for my family on a number of occasions, and he works for the entire community of Oxford. I was on a bank board there, and he did a number of the inspections and that. So I think this is an excellent nominee, and I think he will do a fantastic job and has the common sense to really help this board flourish. So with that, I would make a motion at the proper time.
Now is the proper time.
I recommend that we do advise and consent.
You've heard the motion.
You've heard the motion. Advise and consent. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Nomination will be brought to the chamber. Thank you. Next, on via Zoom, is John. Well, it's him again. So all we have to really do now is get a motion for Senate nomination number 38. Do I have a motion?
I move that we do advise and consent.
Advise and consent is the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That nomination also will be brought to the chamber. Thank you, Mr. McKay. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next is Senate nomination number 40, Gary Nelson Smith of Ridgeland, Mississippi, to the Home Inspector Regulatory Board. Mr. McMahon.
So is Mr. Smith here with us today or joining us electronically?
Here we go. I'm here online.
Okay, so senators, we have Mr. Gary Nelson Smith, who's been put forward to serve on the Mississippi Home Inspector Regulatory Board by the Honorable Tate Reeves. Mr. Smith graduated high school at Lloyd Star High School, and he is in good standing as a citizen of the state of Mississippi. And I would yield to allow him to make a statement before the committee if you'd like to, Mr. Smith.
Appreciate the opportunity to serve. I have, I was talking to Stan a little bit earlier about the history and my interest in the board's activities. When we first established the license program, I began to kind of show up at the meetings and for the, I don't know, for the first couple of years, I sort of sat in the corner and listened. So that interest has remained throughout the process, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve, and thank y'all for your consideration.
Yes, sir. I asked all the senators if anyone has any questions about the candidate. Is there a motion?
I'd like to ask a question first. Did you say Lloyd Star?
Lloyd Star High School, Brookhaven.
I thought to say, isn't that south in Lincoln County?
At one time, it was a double B school, and they were state basketball champions from like 60 to 66. They won all the way through. And the school now is probably the largest in the county, in Lincoln County. It's an attendance center, and it's I played baseball and football there.
Thank you very much. I'm from Prentice originally. I know well Lloyd Star.
Yeah.
Okay. And now I think we had a motion, Senator.
To advise and consent.
The motion is to advise and to consent. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. You will be presented to the chamber body. Thank you very much.
Thank you for consideration.
Okay, next is Senate nomination number 36, James Joseph Brantley of Brandon, Mississippi, to the Mississippi Home Inspector Regulatory Board. Mr. Brantley, if you will, come to the podium so we can grill you. Senator McMahon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senators, we have before us James Joseph Brantley, a resident of the state of Mississippi in good standing with this state. He's been appointed by the Honorable Governor Tate Reeves for the Mississippi Home Inspector Regulatory Board. He is a graduate of Hines Community College and Clinton High School. He does have the time and is willing to serve. And I would like to ask him if you have a opening statement or anything you would like to share with the committee.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be here. I've had the pleasure of serving the great state of Mississippi for 18 years with home inspections and helping families. It's an honor to be here, and I look forward to continuing to serve in this capacity, and I appreciate your consideration.
Are there any questions of any of the senators for this candidate? I believe the chair will entertain a motion.
Do advise and consent.
There's motion to advise and consent. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. You will be presented to the chamber body.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, nomination number 39, Charles Marty Pygott of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, to the Mississippi Home Inspector Regulatory Board. Mr. Pygott, if you would come to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senators, we have before us today a candidate of the resident of the state of Mississippi in good standing with the state of Mississippi, Charles Martin Pygott. He's been appointed by the Honorable Governor Tate Reeves for the Mississippi Home Inspector Regulatory Board for the 4th District. He is a graduate of Warren Central High School, University of Southern Mississippi, and is a certified home inspector. And Mr. Pygott, I would like to invite you if you have a opening statement for the committee.
Yes, I was contacted by a friend of mine that was an appraiser when they were first discussing separating the appraisal board and the home inspection board separate from the REC. And he asked me if I would even consider doing it. And then I told him, I said, absolutely, I would. And when he asked me why, I said, because we need proper representation. I said, I was receiving constant complaints from people asking, is it okay for inspectors to do certain things? And I was like, no. And they said, well, who do we complain to? I said, we don't have a board. We don't have anybody to complain to. And so when I was asked to serve on it, I knew good and well that was a desperate need and we needed to fill it. And I even got asked, you do know that that's a non-paying position. I said, doesn't matter. I said, sometimes you just got to do what's right. So.
Thank you for your statement. We had a great phone conversation. Thank you for your willingness to serve. I want the senators to know you had a lot of passion about wanting this board to be formed and serve on the board. So I would open it up for questions of this candidate at this time. If there aren't any questions, I believe the chair will entertain a motion.
Well, I'd like to speak on the candidate first. I've known Marty since he was 5. And even with that and his glorious growing up, I still brought him forth. Marty's a good guy. His wife's an even better lady.
I married up.
He married up, as we all do. And I'm glad to see him willing to serve on this board. And with that, I'll say, do we have a motion?
Motion is due advising consent.
Motion from Senator Hickman is advising consent. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. You will be presented to the chamber. Thank you. Next, Senate nomination number 93, James Brian Gamillion of Walnut Grove, Mississippi. Now, Mr. Gamillion, if you will, come to the podium. Senator McMahon.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. This is James Brian Gamillion, a resident of the state of Mississippi in good standing with the state of Mississippi. He has been appointed for the Mississippi Real Estate Commission by the Honorable Governor Tate Reeves. He is a graduate of Millsap College and Leake Academy in Madden, Mississippi. And Mr. Gamillion, this has been a long and windy road for you to get to this point. I believe we had your name last year as well. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you meet the qualifications of the position. And I open it up to you if you would like to make a statement.
Just honored to have this opportunity to serve. I really believe a lot in public service, given my other work that I do, and I look forward to serving and making a difference.
I will share with the committee that we had a wonderful phone conversation, but I always take a privilege of contacting other organizations and individuals, when I'm given these opportunities to interview candidates. And you came highly recommended. You were well respected by many of your colleagues throughout the state. And I'm glad I hope this is going to work out. I hope you can muster the votes here today, but I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much you're appreciated by people from across the state, a wide variety of different professionals.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So at this time, I would open it up if anyone has any questions. Senator Sparks, you're recognized.
Thank you. Is Mr. Gamillion serving currently or would begin service?
Okay. So last year that's a great question, Senator. So last year he was appointed, but it didn't meet the qualifications under the law because of the questions about the congressional districts, and he did the honorable thing and resigned. And that has all been corrected now, and he's been put forward again this year.
That's fine. I was going to ask him some questions about his service, but if he had not served, I was not going to ask those questions.
It's very
Thank you.
brief.
Okay, thank you.
Good question, Senator. Thank you. Any questions? Senator Boyd, for what purpose do you seek recognition?
Just a question, friendly question.
You are recognized for a question.
Thank you. You have been a realtor for how many years?
Since 2008.
Tell us what you think that you would like to see the Real Estate Commission maybe do a better job at, or what are some of the things that you would like to see the commission really work on?
I'd hope to be a bridge for harmony among all the licensees, not just realtors like myself.
Mr. Gamillion, would you use the microphone, please? You can, yeah, there you go. Thank you. This is recorded for people at home that want to watch. So please use the microphone. Thank you.
I would like to hope that it will be a bridge for more harmony among all the licensees, whether realtors or not. I'm not one to make quick judgments, and I absorb a lot. People think I'm aloof, but I'm really just kind of absorbing and taking it all in. But I want to give everybody a fair shake that comes before us. And like I say, I'm just if approved, would be one of 5. But again, I'd like for everything to be a little more, I don't like the word harmonious because I'm not a singer, but anyway, a lot more positive things happen.
Okay. Thank you. We look forward to you bringing that to the commission.
Are there any additional questions? If there aren't any questions, the chair may entertain at this time, a motion.
Do advise and consent.
Thank you. The motion is to advise and consent. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. You will be presented to the chamber whole. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Next, Senate nomination number 94, Joe William Stedman of Natchez, Mississippi, to the Mississippi Real Estate Commission. Ms. Stedman, if you would come to the podium. Man.
Good evening,
everybody.
Senators, we have before us Joe William Stedman, a resident of the state of Mississippi who meets the qualifications of the law. Mr. Stedman is a reappointment by the Honorable Governor Tate Reeves for a remainder of a 4-year term. And Mr. Stedman wanted to come and present himself present himself to the committee, even though he's a reappointment. And so I appreciate that. I'm sure this committee does as well. And Mr. Stedman, do you have an opening statement or anything you would like to share with the committee?
Senator, thank you. I obtained my sales license in April of 1972. The following year, in April of 73, I took my broker's test, and I've been in the real estate business ever since. It has been an honor to serve my state. Governor Fordyce, Governor Barber, and Governor Reeves have appointed me to the Real Estate Commission. If I'm approved, this will be my 4th 4-year term. When Lynette Prater was on the commission and she and Robert decided to get married, she had to resign, and I fulfilled her remainder 2 years. I've been chairman of the commission 4 times and have enjoyed my service for the state, my country, and I hope that you all will see fit to approve me again.
I failed to mention that Mr. Stedman is a resident in Natchez, Mississippi. He is a graduate of Natchez Adams High School, USM Natchez, and is an accredited land consultant as well. And so he has a tremendous amount of experience on the board. And at this time, I do want to say on a personal note, I've been to Natchez many times, one of my favorite cities in the state. It is remarkable what the real estate values have done.
Thank you.
Over the last decade, and just remarkable. So at this time, I open it up for any questions to the committee. Senator Sparks, for what purpose do you seek recognition?
Question.
You're recognized.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Mr. Stedman, for your service and
Absolutely.
continuing to be willing to serve. Was going to ask Mr. Gamillion some of these same questions, but since he had not been serving, I didn't want to ask those. In the 6 years I've been here, we've dealt with some legislation that addresses the Real Estate Commission, and I've learned a little bit more about them. As a 5-member body, ultimately, you have many duties, but one of those duties is to serve as the hearing officers, if you will, for any infractions of the rules that govern real estate. Over the years, what are you seeing in the change and maybe the things that you're seeing as technology changing, what's being brought before you? What have you seen over the time on your board as far as the profession and then how it has been policed, for lack of a better word?
Senator, thank you for the question. And in my tenure of the Real Estate Commission, we've seen a lot of things change. Our biggest problem is lack of education. They obtain a license in a relatively quick time. They don't get the instruction from their broker as they should. In my first term, I introduced that we would require an additional 60 hours of post-licensure education to overcome some of those short things. But I mean, with what's happened with the National Association of Realtors and who you represent and where that goes, I mean, it's a can of worms. I mean, finally, the state of Alabama just got rid of agencies. And we don't fool anymore. But that's still a big problem. But most of our problems we're having today is with social media, where people are advertising on Facebook and other medias. They're not identifying their brokerage firm or who their broker is. And that's one of our biggest problems today.
And that's the kind of stuff I just wondered as time goes by. One of the other things is that for the process, as far as disciplinary matters, the legislature had an alternative route for administrative hearing officer that I think the Attorney General has facilitated that. Have you seen that utilized since that was enacted in 2022? Twice. Okay.
And, you know, I know where that legislation came from. I understand. It's your choice. If you want to go before, you know, an attorney from Attorney General's office that don't know anything about real estate, or do you want to go before a group of your peers that do understand real estate? But that's their choice.
Okay. And then probably the last thing would be because of online access, because I'm an attorney by trade, actually.
Yeah.
I would be one of those people that probably doesn't know a lot about it if I was listening. But that hearing officer would rely on your rules and regulations, the law, plus what authority the commission has been given to promulgate rules and regulations. And anytime somebody comes to me with a legal matter, I got to look at the statutory law and any promulgated rules. From time to time, it has been hard for me to locate rules, forms, et cetera, on online access. Have we gotten that to where the rank and file license holder can clearly know what the rules are? Now, they may violate them, and if they do, then there's consequences. But that was one of the things that I found to be lacking, that maybe we hadn't caught up with technology, is that I had trouble finding those rules and regs. And it would be good that they were available publicly, and your continuing education piece also being added to that.
Sure. Well, we've come from the dark to the light. We've now have all of that online, which is something we push for hard. IT was like pushing a chain to try to get it done. We finally have got all of our forms online. They can be filled out online, saved, and sent to us. And it's been extremely helpful to licensees.
Thank you so much for that, because that is my concern. As we saw national litigation last year and the year before that dealing with this agency problem, the more that our commission can set our licensees up for success through education.
Yeah.
Access to the information, access to current updated forms, then they're not reaching into their computer and getting the wrong form from the
Yeah.
past and then ending up in the administrative disciplinary process. But thank you for your continued work on this board. Thank you for helping us get more up to date with technology that enhances the practice of real estate.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Sparks. Are there any additional questions? Senator Boyd, your
Move that we do advise and consent.
Motion is to advise and consent. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Mr. Stedman, you'll be presented to the full chamber.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Next, Senate nomination 102, Frank Barr Biggs Jr. from Madison, Mississippi, as a real estate appraiser, licensing and certification board member. Mr. Biggs, you will. You're ahead of me. Thank you. Senator McMahon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have before us a candidate, Frank Barr Biggs Jr. of Madison, Mississippi. He's been appointed by Governor Reeves for the Mississippi Real Estate Appraisal Board to serve in the 3rd Congressional District. This will be a beginning of a 4-year term. He is a graduate of Copiah Academy and the University of Mississippi. He's willing to serve, and I ask you if you have an opening statement for the committee.
No, I would just like to thank y'all for having me here. I've been in this business. I've been a commercial real estate appraiser since 1987, most of that time here in the state. I had the opportunity to serve as the president of the Appraisal Institute for the state of Mississippi about 15 years ago. And I look forward to serving the appraisal board also.
I open it up for any questions of the committee. If there are no questions, is there a motion?
Motions to advise and consent. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. You will be presented to the full Senate chamber. Thank you very much. Next is a reappointment, I believe, Senate nomination number 19 of Hunter Lloyd Fordyce of Vicksburg, Mississippi, to the State Board of Road Contractors as a road contractor representative. Senator McMahon.
Thank you, Senators. We have a candidate before us, Hunter Lloyd Fordyce. And if he's here, I would ask him to come to the podium. Is anyone here representing his interest? Okay, so the Honorable Governor Tate Reeves has appointed him to the State Board of Contractors for a 5-year term beginning July 1st. Mr. Fordyce is a resident in good standing with the state of Mississippi. He's a graduate of the University of Mississippi. I would yield his statement. He's not available, so are there any questions of the committee?
This is I'm sorry, question. This is a reappointment, correct?
Order, Senator McMahon, it is not. I thought it was,
Oh.
but it is not.
What is there a motion from the committee? One moment. Mr. Chairman, if you'll entertain a motion My motion would be, we lay the nomination on the table, subject to call the chair.
There's some confusion as to his status, so I think that would be appropriate at this time. We have a few more days to deal with this, so we'll do, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. We will table it, subject to my call. Next is Senate nomination number 20, Gregory T. Greg Smith of Gulfport, Mississippi, to the State Board of Contractors as a residential builder representative.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senators, we have before us Gregory Theodore Smith. Mr. Smith is in good standing with the state of Mississippi, and he is a reappointment. And normally we do not ask reappointments to come back before the committee, but I will yield for any questions. If they're not, I think the chair will entertain a motion.
My motion is to advise and consent.
Motion from Senator Hickman is advised and consent. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. We will present him to the full chamber. And last is Senate nomination number 92, John N. Nick Crutcher of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, to the Mississippi Real Estate Appraiser Licensing and Certification Board, and he is a reappointment. Senator McMahon.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. We have before us John Nicholas Crutcher, who is a reappointment by the Honorable Tate Reeves to the Mississippi Real Estate Appraisal Board. He is a resident of the state of Mississippi and complies with all requirements of the law. He is a graduate of the University of Southern Mississippi. He also has a master's from the University of Southern Mississippi. He is a reappointment, and I would yield for any questions. If there are no questions, the chair will entertain a motion.
Have a motion of advise and consent. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. His nomination will be presented to the full chamber. I will let y'all know as much in advance as I can when we will have this nomination that was tabled brought forth. Probably be the next day or two or three. Thank you very much. Do I have another motion? Rise and report. Thank you very much.